You find the perfect fragrance. It smells incredible at the counter, luxurious, rich, and expressive. You buy it, spray it on before heading out, and feel like $1,000,000. But by the time you arrive at your destination 2 hours later, it's completely gone. It's vanished into thin air, leaving you wondering if you just paid hundreds of dollars for scented water. What went wrong? Did you get a bad batch? Did the brand rip you off? Most of the time, the answer isn't a counterfeit bottle or a corporate scam. The answer is pure, unyielding physics and organic chemistry. Welcome to the hidden science of perfume longevity. Behind every bottle of juice is a complex battlefield of molecular weights, evaporation rates, and skin thermodynamics. Scent isn't a static liquid you wear like clothes. It is a dynamic chemical reaction happening right on your skin. If you understand the molecular rules that govern perfume, you can stop wasting money on disappearing scents. Because when it comes to smelling premium all day, chemistry dictates the rules, and most people are playing the game entirely wrong. The anatomy of evaporation, the volatility scale. To understand why a scent lives or dies, we have to look at what a perfume actually is. At its core, a fragrance is a blend of aromatic compounds dissolved in a carrier solvent, usually high-grade ethanol and water. The moment that juice leaves the atomizer and hits your skin, the ethanol begins to evaporate, carrying the scent molecules into the air so they can reach your nose. This process is governed by a concept known as volatility, how quickly a substance turns from a liquid into a gas. Perfumery organizes these molecules into a structural pyramid: top notes, heart notes, and base notes. And this hierarchy is determined strictly by molecular weight. Top notes, like bergamot, lemon, mint, and bright citruses, are light, agile, and tiny. Because their molecular structure is small, they require very little thermal energy from your skin to vaporize. They explode out of the bottle with high intensity, but they are highly volatile. Within 15 to 30 minutes, they completely exhaust their energy and evaporate into nothingness. If a perfume is formulated primarily with these light molecules, it doesn't matter how expensive it is. It physically cannot last all day. It's a sprint, not a marathon. The heavyweights, anchor molecules. The marathon runner of the fragrance world lives at the bottom of the pyramid. The base notes. These are the heavyweights. Think amber, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, and heavy synthetic musks. While a citrus molecule might have a low atomic weight, a synthetic musk or an amber molecule is massive, dense, and complex. Because these structures are so large, they have low volatility. They cling tightly to each other and to your skin, requiring hours of body heat to slowly detach and vaporize. This slow-motion release is what creates a perfume's sillage, the scent trail left behind, and its longevity. Historically, ancient perfumers anchored volatile scents using natural animal materials like ambergris, musk, or civet. These materials contained incredibly heavy lipid networks that acted as natural traps for lighter scents. Today, master perfumers use cutting-edge synthetic chemistry to achieve the same effect. They utilize heavy, complex lab-engineered molecules that act as a chemical glue, binding the lighter, fresher notes to the skin and slowing down their escape velocity. This is why fresh aquatic summer fragrances almost always fade faster than warm, oriental winter fragrances. It's not a flaw in the design. It's the literal weight of the molecules at play. Concentration versus longevity. The big myth. This brings us to the biggest marketing trap in the entire grooming industry, the concentration label. We've all been told the hierarchy. Eau de Cologne, EDC, is weak. Eau de Toilette, EDT, is moderate. Eau de Parfum, EDP, is strong. And Parfum or Extrait is the ultimate powerhouse. These labels tell you the percentage of pure fragrance oil diluted in the alcohol. An EDT might have 5% to 12% oil, while an EDP boasts 15% to 20%. Logic would dictate that a higher concentration equals a longer-lasting scent. But chemistry frequently shatters this logic. You can take a 25% concentration of pure, high-grade Italian lemon oil, creating a massive parfum concentration, and it will still vanish from your skin in 2 hours. Why? Because concentration doesn't change molecular physics. A massive pile of feathers will still blow away in the wind just as fast as a single feather. Longevity is determined by the composition of the formula, not just the concentration percentage. A smartly constructed Eau de Toilette packed with heavy synthetic base notes like ambroxan or iso-E super will easily outlast a high-concentration Eau de Parfum that relies too heavily on volatile florals and citruses. When shopping for longevity, don't just read the concentration percentage on the box. Read the note breakdown. Thermodynamics of the skin, the biological variable. Now, let's add the wild card to the equation. Your own biological chemistry. Your skin is not a sterile piece of glass. It's a living, breathing ecosystem with its own temperature, pH balance, and lipid levels. The biggest killer of perfume longevity is transepidermal water loss, or more simply, dry skin. Perfume oils are hydrophobic, meaning they hate water, but they are lipophilic. They love lipids and oils. If your skin is well hydrated and naturally oily, it acts as a literal sponge for the fragrance molecules. The lipids in your skin form an intermolecular bond with the perfume oils, locking them down and extending their evaporation timeline over hours. If your skin is dry, it lacks this lipid barrier. Your skin will aggressively absorb the moisture from the alcohol carrier, leaving the volatile fragrance oils completely exposed to the open air without an anchor. The result? Rapid, premature evaporation. Your unique body temperature also changes the game. Higher body heat, whether from a fast metabolism, working out, or hot weather, acts like gas on a fire. It accelerates the kinetic energy of the molecules, causing the perfume to project much louder, but burn through its lifespan significantly faster. Hacking the chemistry. How to fix it. So how do you use this science to hack your fragrance performance and make any scent last longer? First, create an artificial lipid barrier. The most effective way to do this is applying an unscented, oil-rich moisturizer or pure petroleum jelly to your pulse points before you spray. By giving the lipophilic perfume molecules a dense layer of oils to bind to, you chemically trap them on the surface, easily doubling your longevity. Second, understand your canvas. Spraying your clothes instead of your skin is a massive longevity hack. Your skin is hot and actively secretes sweat and enzymes that break down oils. Fabric, however, is cold and porous. It holds on to heavy base notes like a vault, slowing evaporation to an absolute crawl. Finally, protect your liquid assets from their greatest chemical enemies: ultraviolet light and thermal fluctuation. Storing your expensive bottles on a sunny bathroom counter destroys the delicate chemical bonds of the perfume oils, oxidizing the juice and turning a premium masterpiece into a flat, short-lasting disappointment before you even spray it. Stop fighting the physics of evaporation. Understand the molecular mechanics, treat your skin like the chemical canvas it is, and control your environment. Stay with us on this channel to get to know all hows, whys, do's, and don't about your perfumes. Click that subscribe button and join us.